Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news. Now, Browns fans, you know how unpredictable the NFL offseason can be, and this year has been no different. The Cleveland Browns, a team with a rich history and a passionate fan base, has been making headlines all over the league. But perhaps nothing has sparked as much debate as what's happening at the quarterback position. You see, Cleveland didn't just settle for one new quarterback in the 2025 NFL Draft. They went for two, and they did it in the first 5 rounds. That's a bold move for a team that, after all, is trying to get back to its winning ways and make a real push for the Super Bowl. But why such a focus on the quarterback room? Well, that's the question that everyone's been asking, and the answers are as intriguing as ever. The Browns, in their quest to find stability and greatness at the most important position on the field, added Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders to their roster. Both are talented young quarterbacks with promising futures, but their journey in Cleveland has already become a roller coaster of expectations, surprises, and unfortunately, some setbacks. On paper, the room is packed. You've got Deshaun Watson, the franchise quarterback brought in to lead the team's resurgence, although he's been dealing with injuries and questions about his consistency. Behind him, there's Joe Flacco, a veteran with decades of experience, known for his cool head and leadership. Then there's Kenny Pickett, who's shown flashes of brilliance in Pittsburgh and now finds himself in a battle for a starting spot in Cleveland. And of course, Dillon Gabriel, the 2025 second-round pick out of Oklahoma, a player many saw as a rising star during spring practices, but who's now faced with some unexpected hurdles. But perhaps the most talked-about story is related to Shedeur Sanders, the former Oregon standout who has generated a lot of buzz since his arrival. Sanders, known for his arm talent, mobility, and leadership skills, had a pretty strong start at Brown's rookie minicamp, impressing coaches and fans alike with his poise and athleticism. It seemed like he was on the fast track to a promising NFL career, but things took a turn just before training camp. Rumors have been swirling that Sanders, who was initially considered a dark horse to earn a spot early on, has hit some roadblocks. And it's not just the typical rookie struggles. No, this is something more serious. Just before the start of training camp, reports surfaced that Sanders had been involved in a couple of speeding violations late at night. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Rookies make mistakes, these things happen. But in the NFL, especially for a young player trying to carve out his role, off-field issues can have a big impact. And it seems like, at least for now, Cleveland is giving him some tough love. According to reports, Shedeur Sanders is now 4th on the depth chart behind Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dillon Gabriel. That's a significant drop, especially when you consider the hype and expectations that surrounded him just a few weeks ago. Now, why is this happening? Well, insiders like Mary Kay Cabot, a longtime Browns reporter, have been digging into the situation. She points out that Dillon Gabriel might have a real shot at leapfrogging Sanders, and the reason comes down to one thing: Gabriel's superpower, as she calls it, his computer-like processing speed and decision-making. This is a big deal in the NFL. You see, Gabriel, during spring practices, rookie minicamp, organized team activities, and mandatory minicamp, looked very comfortable and capable. He's shown that he can process information quickly and make smart decisions under pressure, a trait that coaches love, especially in a quarterback. That's why, despite the hype around Sanders, Gabriel has been quietly making a case for himself. And with the upcoming joint practices against the Panthers and Eagles, as well as the preseason games, he has a real opportunity to showcase his skills and possibly move up the depth chart. Browns fans, you know how important preseason is for these young quarterbacks. It's their stage to prove they belong, to earn the trust of the coaching staff, and to make a case for being the starter on opening day. And let's be honest, the competition is fierce. Dillon Gabriel, with his quick processing and football IQ, could very well be the one who emerges as the favorite, especially if he continues to perform at a high level. Now, this situation has sparked a lot of reactions from fans. Some are clearly disappointed with Sanders, joking that he's just a fifth-round pick, and questioning what happened to the early reports that he was lighting it up during rookie minicamp. Others are more sympathetic, suggesting maybe he just needs to find a team that truly appreciates his talent and gives him a fair shot. And a few fans are even joking around, saying things like, "He may be RB1 with how things are looking for the Browns," a humorous take on how crowded that backfield is becoming. You see, for Browns fans, this offseason has been nothing short of eventful. After drafting 2 quarterbacks in April, adding Gabriel and Sanders, the team's roster has grown to 5 quarterbacks. That's a lot of talent, a lot of competition, and a lot of questions about who will ultimately lead the team. But it's not only about on-field performance. The Browns are also dealing with some off-field headlines that have caught the attention of the entire league. Most recently, their second-round pick Quinshon Judkins, a promising young running back, was reportedly involved in a domestic violence incident and was arrested in Florida. That kind of news adds a layer of complexity to an already intense offseason. Browns fans, you know how passionate and dedicated you are, but this kind of drama can shake the team's focus. It's yet another reminder that in the NFL, everything can change in an instant, and it's how a team responds that truly defines its character. Now, coming back to the quarterback situation, I want to emphasize just how critical this competition is for Cleveland. Deshaun Watson's injury history and inconsistency have always been a concern, and although he's a talented player, the Browns need a reliable option behind him. Dillon Gabriel's progress during spring and summer has been encouraging, but he still needs to seal the deal in the preseason. And Shedeur Sanders, despite his setbacks, has a lot of potential, but right now, he's facing an uphill battle. It's a classic NFL story, young, talented QB trying to find his footing, facing off against veterans and seasoned rookies, all under the microscope of a passionate fanbase eager to see their team succeed. Looking ahead, Browns fans are rightly excited. The team has assembled a roster that's filled with talent and potential. The defense is solid, the offensive line is improving, and the coaching staff is determined to make 2025 the year Cleveland finally makes a deep playoff run. But as always, the quarterback position remains the key. Will Gabriel seize this opportunity and earn the starting job? Can Sanders rebound from his off-field issues and showcase his talent during the preseason? Or will the veteran presence of Flacco and Pickett be enough to keep the team competitive? All these questions hang in the air, and the answers will be revealed in the coming weeks. One thing is clear, though: Cleveland fans are passionate, loyal, and hungry for success. They've been waiting for a long time for their team to return to the top, and every offseason move, every preseason game, every headline adds fuel to that fire. The Browns are a franchise with a storied history, filled with highs and lows, and right now, they're at a crossroads. The story of the quarterback battle, especially involving Sanders and Gabriel, is just a microcosm of what this team is all about: resilience, competition, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. And let's not forget, the NFL is a league of surprises. What seems like a setback today can turn into a breakthrough tomorrow. Shedeur Sanders might be out of the starting picture for now, but with his talent and drive, who's to say he won't bounce back stronger? Dillon Gabriel's path to being the Browns' starting quarterback might be clearer than ever if he performs well in preseason. And the veteran leadership of Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett still plays a vital role in guiding this young squad through the ups and downs of a grueling NFL season. Now, for the Browns faithful, this is a time of hope and anticipation. It's a chance to believe that this could finally be the year Cleveland breaks through, makes the playoffs, and maybe even reaches the Super Bowl. But it's also a reminder that nothing is guaranteed in football. Every game, every practice, every decision counts. The next few weeks will be defining, and Browns fans will be glued to their screens, hoping their team makes the right choices, performs at its best, and emerges victorious. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this quarterback saga? Do you believe Dillon Gabriel has what it takes to seize the starting role? Are you disappointed with the way Sanders has been handled, or do you see potential for a comeback? How do you feel about the off-field issues and their impact on team morale? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. We'll continue to follow this story and bring you all the insights, analysis, and behind-the-scenes info you need to stay ahead of the game. Thanks for sticking with us, Browns fans, and as always, let's go Browns!